Russian soldiers who refuse to renew their contracts with the Ministry of Defense are being threatened with being deployed to the Kursk region, according to a report from the Atesh guerrilla movement. The partisans say that soldiers, especially those in the 64th Infantry Brigade, are under pressure to sign new contracts, often for a minimum 3-year term. Those who refuse to renew the agreements are threatened with deployment to the most dangerous areas of the front line. At the same time, the command opaquely hints at how their path will end there in the Kursk region. They would be wiped out in the meat assaults, the report read. Ukraine launched a shock cross-border offensive into Kursk in August of 2024, and since then has been holding swathes of territory it captured in the largest incursion of foreign forces into Russia since World War II. In mid-October, Ukraine and South Korea both claimed that Pyongyang had deployed troops to aid Moscow's forces in the Kursk region, likely as a result of a mutual defense pact signed in June. Ukrainian officials announced that Ukrainian forces had captured the first North Korean soldiers fighting alongside Russian troops in the Kursk region. Russian and DPRK troops have often finished off wounded North Korean comrades in an attempt to eliminate evidence of Pyongyang's involvement in the Kremlin's war against Ukraine. The first soldier was captured on January 9th by Ukraine 84th Special Forces Tactical Group, and the second by Ukrainian paratroopers. Both were transferred to Kyiv, where they are being held under conditions that comply with the requirements of international law. According to the British Ministry of Defence's report, North Korean forces have suffered significant casualties during offensive operations against Ukrainian troops in the Kursk region, with the numbers of killed and wounded reaching 4,000 by mid-January. The report said the total casualty rate to more than a third of the approximately 11,000 North Korean troops that originally deployed to the region, with around a quarter of these being soldiers killed in action. Reported as a 155mm guided artillery shell, M712 Copperhead hitting Russian concrete fortifications in the Kherson region. Ukrainian Special Forces operators raided a former Ukrainian position, eliminating Russians in a bunker with 13 kilograms of explosives. After the operation, the 3rd SSO Regiment fighters withdrew safely without losses. Reported as a 155mm guided artillery shell, M712 Copperhead hitting Russian concrete fortifications in the Kherson region. Ukrainian Special Forces operators raided a former Ukrainian position, eliminating Russians in a bunker with 13 kilograms of explosives. After the operation, the 3rd SSO Regiment fighters withdrew safely without losses. The SSO is at work. Operators carried out a raid and destroyed the Russian positions. The caption accompanying the video read, "The latest prowess by the highly sophisticated military-industrial complex of the Vodka Federation. Nuclear power and hazelnuts."
Technical equipment for transporting personnel. It is clad on both sides with sheet metal on top of mine rubber. Logs are placed between the armored capsule and the outer structure on both sides. The roof is welded with sheet metal on top, rubber. Exit from the outer grill. 2 sheets with a brick between them. Armored capsule for a crew of up to 6 people. Made of 2 sheets of metal with bricks in between, lined with rubber inside. Equipped with a hall and seating for personnel. Doors from the armored capsule in a similar way. 2 sheets with bricks between them. In front of the vehicle, there will be an improvised mine plow. It's a form of a blade with cables, which will allow clearing mines from the path of the vehicle.
a Russian boat explodes thanks to a mine planted previously by Ukrainians. As of late January 2025, the conflict in the Kherson region and along the Dnipro River remains intense, with both Ukrainian and Russian forces engaging in significant military operations. In December 2024, Russian troops intensified their efforts in the Kherson direction, aiming to establish a foothold on islands in the Dnipro River Delta. While fighting off a Russian assault, a tank of the 24th Separate Mechanized Brigade in Chasiv Yar destroyed an enemy armored personnel carrier from a distance of 30 meters. The military showed a tense battle with the invaders for the city in the Donetsk region, the fate of which was decided by a Ukrainian tank. The 24th Brigade stated that the Russians continue to advance on Chasiv Yar, using elite airborne divisions, motorized rifle brigades, and other units. During one of the enemy's attacks, which involved several armored vehicles and infantry, Ukrainian soldiers of the 24th Brigade burned an airborne assault vehicle with a grenade launcher in the city's urban area. The second enemy armored vehicle, which continued to move, was destroyed by fire from a Royal Brigade tank almost at close range, from a distance of 30 meters. Earlier in January, soldiers of the 24th Separate Mechanized Brigade destroyed 4 Russian BMD-4s near Chasiv Yar. The invaders used a total of 6 such armored vehicles in that attack. In addition to mechanized assaults, the Russians also use the tactics of small infantry groups. They are trying to penetrate the rear of the Ukrainian defenders' positions, covertly accumulate, and attack. The invaders are also constantly attacking the positions of the defense forces with artillery, aircraft, and attack drones, completely destroying the remains of the settlement. Fierce fighting for the town of Chasiv Yar in the Donetsk region started in early April 2024. In mid-July 2024, the enemy managed to completely capture the canal neighborhood on the left bank of the Siversky-Donets-Donbass Canal, which divides the town. And in early August, advanced Russian units were able to cross the channel. Since then, the fighting has been going on in the city itself. Since the end of the fall of 2024, the enemy has resumed active assaults on the city and is trying to oust the defense forces.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.